Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to today's market color recap session. We had a very detailed breakdown this morning where we analyzed commodity currencies. So if you happen to miss that, please do well to watch the previous video under the live section. For this, it's just a recap to see if price has traded off the zones that we marked out. And as you can see, NZUSD H1 time frame, the levels we marked out, one of them has been triggered. That is the 0.56053. So from there to what price has done so far, not much, not up to 20 pips, about 15 pips or so. So price reacted off our first level of interest and gave us a little sell-off, but it's still possible we see a deeper retracement that will go into 0.56371 before we see continuous sell-offs of this asset class. But if this level gets taken out, then I would want to believe that the selling pressure for NZUSD is back in full force. Same thing for AUD/USD. We drew out certain points of interest, POI 1, 2, and 3, saying we want to see retracement for price to continue to sell. And price already reacted from 0.64659. These asset classes are quite slow, so not much has happened yet. However, we have a couple of news releases coming out by 2:30 p.m. and I believe they should bring some sort of volatility to the market, so make sure you're watching out for that. Let's see if price is going to resume its sell-off from this point of interest, or we'll see a temporal buy to push it back into these different points of interest before the sell resumes fully. Same thing for USD CAD, but reverse is the case here. We said USD CAD could temporarily sell into this point of interest before it starts to buy. Looking at H1 time frame as well, price did not fully tap into this. In fact, it didn't tap into any point of interest from the M5 and the H1. It didn't tap into any. So I want to see this guy temporarily sell into these POIs, and let me see which one will hold before the buy resumption starts. That's it. Not much has happened on these asset classes. So we're just going to go on a short break, except you have any sort of question that I would answer. If not, a very short break, and we'll reconvene to look at indices together. All right, then. Thank you so much for joining. We'll be back very, very shortly. Don't go anywhere. Cheers.
Hello everyone and welcome back again to the second session of the market color this afternoon. It's just going to be a very brief one over here. Bulk of our discussion is going to happen on Thursday, which is another period for markets color. All right, so what we have going on in the market now is quite interesting. As you can see all around the equities market, we had a sell-off, right? A very interesting rally. Seeing interesting dump, sorry, not rally. And we've seen so far so good happening in the market. And then we expect that we would see like a form of retracement to the upside, and that will now determine if it's going to continue being a excuse me, being a sell to the down side. Of course, US 30, we have seen a sell to the downside. US 100, which is the Nasdaq, has seen structure, pushing to the downward side. It's very interesting to see, and also S&P 500, right? But bulk of our activity in terms of analysis is going to happen on Thursday, where we are going to dive deep into, more extensive session about the markets. We have a very slow price action so far so good today, right? We've seen just a bit of rally from here into this other block, and then price is waiting for 230 to come out. So one thing interesting is happening here, which is if volatility by 230 or 3 o'clock comes very strong, we would see a continuation of this sell to the downside, because price is already at the other block, which is a very perfect place for it to take that dump to the downside. However, you're going to see like a breakout block, which price is most definitely going to retest to continue its movements to the upside, everything being equal. All right, that's pretty much what we have this afternoon, beg your pardon. And we are going to continue, like I said, by Thursday, looking at the market and hopefully would catch up and get more information, more setup in the market. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining, both on YouTube, both on Zoom. We'll meet again by Thursday. Cheers and God bless.